Hi guys, I'm Shmee and I'm sat inside the gorgeous interior of my new Shmee-mobile, the McLaren 12C. I picked the car up from McLaren Manchester, who were absolutely fantastic throughout the buying process. It's been brilliant and so exciting. Obviously, picking up this car was a special day. Part of that day, though, was of course with Lee from the dealership, who took me on a little induction of the car. So I'm going to show you now the 12C in quite a lot of detail.
Okay, so a couple of ways into the car. Hold the key now. If you double hit the middle button there,
it pops the door.
We'll drop it, drive them. If you then press and hold.
Press and hold on lock?
Yep.
So press and hold as fast as possible?
Absolutely.
Okay. It's easy enough to learn.
And then if you press the bottom button.
One press pops up the front.
Okay. So, in here, you have your battery charger.
Yeah.
The user guide. Remains the supercar kit for application. We have the down here, in the McLaren bag.
First aid kit, yeah.
There's a get you home tyre film as well.
Okay, yeah.
Which is really
Fingers crossed, never have to use that.
Absolutely, fingers crossed. The things that you will need under here. First of all, the lever for release.
Yeah.
It's just here, so a lot of people.
I established not finding that earlier. I've done that struggle. Washer fluid.
Washer fluid here. Power steering and brake fluid.
Yeah.
If you feel the need to touch them, give us a call. Our service manager is going to give you a call anyway to say hello, welcome to the McLaren family, all those things. But like I say, if you feel the need to touch any of these, please give us a call.
Okay.
When you're dropping the bonnet, there's 2 clicks. So the first one, obviously got a lip there. Great for battery charging.
Okay, yeah.
We'll still go through. But the further things, and again, spread the weight. No big hands in the middle or anything like that.
Yeah.
Spread the weight, press down, you'll notice, you'll feel the click in your fingers rather than hear it, and you'll notice that it goes flush.
Yeah, should never have to use the battery charger. Get used every week, all the time. More than anyone else.
So, rear deck. When the car goes to sleep, it's inactive. You can make it active by pressing the start stop, door release. Lots of carbon fibre.
Carbon bits, it's perfect for showing off, isn't it?
Yeah, that'll be open quite a lot.
That's pretty nice. Go to a car show, pop the rear boot up.
It's got the alarm upgrade on this car.
Yeah.
So we have the internal sensors to turn the internal sensor off.
Okay, yeah.
Should show any small children or animals in there.
Not bad. Neither, for
Rich.
a while.
I was going to say rich. Towing sensor, so rock sensor, anything like that, if you're on the back of a low loader, if it's been anything like that, then you can turn off the rock sensor that way. Round to the other side. Okay. Stopping briefly at the rear. So, water, oil.
Yep.
Again, if you feel the need to touch these, give us a call first.
I've been advised you don't really put oil in this.
No, exactly. So
quite the opposite, because the R8 V10 gets through a litre every 1,000 miles or so.
Yeah. I mean, there will be an element of oil usage, but it's not anything like what you're talking about. But again, if you have any concerns, any issues, any worries at all, give us a call. Our service manager will be happy to see you through everything.
Okay. Great.
Understand? Again, as mentioned before, when that drops, there's the sort of rest place, but there's a first click and also a second click. If you don't get the second click, you will get the warning that your rear deck's open.
Okay.
Fuel.
It's a push.
It's just a push.
And no cap.
No filler cap. Weightless.
I should have known.
No weight that goes on this car that's not necessary.
Yeah, absolutely.
When your nozzle hits there, it will
unlocks itself.
So,
always.
We're going super unleaded.
Always, yeah. Deep power.
Yep, absolutely. There we go. When the car's locked, that's locked.
Okay, that's very easy.
Right, so we can now go on the inside. There is a third way into the car, which I'll take you through. An emergency way. I'll take you through.
Okay.
Do you want to jump in the car? We'll go through the inside.
Absolutely. Here we go.
Okay. So again, talk you through the controls. Starting on the driver's door.
Yep.
2 window switches. Door release.
Yep.
Then going above that, the silver surrounds on the next 2 buttons, the big 2 round ones. They move.
Yeah.
First one being your fan speed. Second one, a higher one.
Oh.
Yeah. Your fan temperature.
Okay.
The black buttons in the middle of those are your directions and or things like that. Then the the 3 buttons in the middle, auto, aircon and mono. Auto maintains cabin temperature, aircon on and off, mono synchronises both sides.
Okay, yeah, makes sense.
On the right hand side you've got your lights.
Yeah.
You've got an A, 1 and 2. So A.
Oh, sorry, yeah, down here, the lights
side
styled,
lights,
yeah.
Side lights.
A1 and 2, yeah.
And main lights. A works very, very well. Auto is a great function on the car. So, yeah, to be honest, we leave it.
Yep, auto, yep. On the other side?
Mirrors here. There's multi-function to that. So you've got mirrors, but also got folding mirrors, and also got parking sensors on the same button.
Yep, okay.
So, clicking to the left.
Left mirror.
That would be left mirror. Clicking over to the right with the right mirror. Click all the way around to the bottom, or that's fold.
Okay.
If you press the button, then you'll notice that it does press in.
Yeah.
Yep, that's your
turning
parking
on.
sensors.
Okay.
They will automatically activate every time you move the car. So if you turn them off when it's stationary, then move the car, it will come back on. You don't have to turn it back on.
Okay. And
Great
leave it
for-
in the top for neutral.
Well, it's great for turning the parking sensors off because you will get a lot of people around you. You will get a lot of people admiring the car. You don't want it beeping on. Okay, so the steering wheel is movable, in, out, up and down.
Yeah.
Off the
Control over here.
got that there.
Drop the key, why not? Yeah.
Onboard computers this side. I'll
Okay,
take you
so the
further
bottom
through
left
that in a
dial.
second.
Okay, yep.
We have your indicators this side. Main beam lock, just to push forward, pull towards, flash.
Yep.
On the other side you've got your windscreen wipers.
Yep. See.
One click
One
up is
wash.
also. And then
Auto,
obviously,
slow, fast.
yeah,
Okay.
perfect. Pull towards to
Just
spray.
to wash, yeah.
Washers come from here.
Yep.
You can, you can
Does it
see
spray out while it's wiping?
It does spray out as on the first
very
sweep.
nice. Very nice.
So yeah, it is nice. It works well. Paddle shift.
Yep.
Works on a
rocker
rocker system. As reading the test drive, you can feel when you pull the positive and negative move. So you can essentially one-hand drive. You can push away to do the opposite of the paddle.
I have every plans to do a whole video talking about that.
Yes.
So that will come in the near future.
Excellent, excellent.
Cruise control is the only other thing down here.
Cruise control on the other side. Yeah.
So you set pushing up and down.
Pull towards you to set, to access it.
Yep.
It will then you get on the right hand cluster you'll get the cruise, and then you can push up or push down to
Yeah. Okay.
go faster or slow.
Jumping into the middle.
Good little box here.
Armrest.
We've got a USB port and also access for your iPod.
Yep.
All works well. Just use the iPod lead that came with the phone,
right one, yep.
or the. Must admit, the Iris works better if you use a separate iPod rather than the phone that's connected to the
I
Bluetooth.
don't use iPhone, so that's fine.
Fair enough. Better to use two systems to work with two different things. Right, so we were up to gearbox.
Gearbox.
Okay. So a couple of things that we can do, and a couple of things that we can't. Well, the one thing we can't do through the paddle shift. The only thing you can't do is reverse.
Yep. So reverse is always.
So reverse is always there. Foot on the brake, press R, you fall into reverse. Neutral and drive both doable through the gearbox just by pressing the buttons with, like I say, foot on the brake.
Yep.
If we're in drive and want to go into reverse, you can, driving going to neutral, you can just press neutral, but you can also pull and hold for more than 2 seconds and it will drop into neutral as well.
Okay.
Hazards,
Yep.
central locking, front storage
front,
space. Yep. The parking brake is just here, pull up to secure, push down to release.
Okay.
Yeah, you can
Down
drive
to
through
release.
it. I find it nicer to press down and then drive off rather than trying to drive through it. Sometimes it just sticks and then goes.
Okay.
All good?
Yep.
Yep. Active dynamics panel. That's where the fun begins.
It is.
Winter button, active at less than 2 degrees. So like I say, heightens the traction control. Everything that stops your rear wheels.
Does it automatically disable itself if the temperature goes above 2?
Yes.
Okay.
Into launch control.
Oh yeah, we're going to be talking about that.
Yeah, absolutely.
And probably trying it out.
Yep, usable feature. It's got a wet clutch, so
Yep.
there's no sort of after 4 or 5 your warranty's invalid or anything like that.
Yep. Warm it up.
Yeah. So if you are sat on the runway, your left foot's on the brake, you're going to press launch control. You get a confirmation launch initiated.
Yeah.
At that point, gaining boost, so you'll put your right foot flat to the floor with your left foot on the brake. Your car's going to rev to about 4,500 revs. It's going to sound like there's a small volcano going off behind you, and it will just sit and hold at 4,500 revs.
Until you release.
Once you've got boost gained,
Yep.
that's the time that you can take your left foot off the brake, and everything goes very,
I'm
very
going
quickly.
to be showing all of that in
Yes.
another
Absolutely. Well, it will move your internal organs. It's,
Yeah,
it's incredible.
I've not experienced it, but I've heard.
It's pretty impressive. It's pretty impressive. When you start the car, you'll notice that active is illuminated. The word active is illuminated, and these won't be.
Yep.
The car always starts and defaults to normal mode. So your
Absolutely,
handling would be normal, your powertrain would be normal. When you press that, that will not be illuminated. These will be.
And it will go into your
And that's
manual
when,
settings.
absolutely, wherever you are. So handling in normal, sport and track.
Yep.
Handling firms up your suspension. Gives you, an unbelievably nice ride in normal. Still no body roll or anything like that. It's not like the car becomes wallowy or anything like that, but it's just a very, very nice ride quality. Click that into sport. We're then going to be slightly firming the suspension up. Again, still very usable. People are often surprised at just how usable that is, even in sport.
Yeah.
Gives you a very firm ride, but not overly firm, and it's still a very, very nice place to be. It's a fantastic setting in sport. Take that up into track, it becomes very, very firm. You're gonna
Not so good for British roads.
not so good for British roads. Some people have been still impressed by the fact that you can use track. But the only thing it also does is it deactivates your traction control. So just be
let's
aware
keep
of
that way.
So absolutely, normal and sport are the usable functions. Track is for track.
Yeah, I'm not so much a traction control off hero. That's not my gig.
No, absolutely not. No. Powertrain.
Yeah.
Normal, sport and track again. So normal, very, very efficient gear changes, very early gear changes. It's an incredibly efficient car in normal. It's very nice, easy to use. The gear changes are nice. It's just a very easy car to use.
Yeah.
The noise that comes from the engine isn't as severe in the cockpit. Take that up into sport. You open some butterfly valves between yourself and the engine compartment. It starts to become a little bit louder. The gear changes start to become a little bit more instant, a little bit more connected. The car starts to become more alive. It's holding the gear now a little bit longer, so they're not as efficient, the gear changes, but they are a lot more fun. Take that up into track, and then you're into all the noise, all the gear shift, all the
bit more
throttle
violence.
response, bit more violence, bit more noise, bit more experience. So
I think this will be pretty much my default setup.
Yes, and the great thing is that the handling and the powertrain are totally independent. So you can have one in normal, one in track, or vice versa. Wherever they need to be is where you need to be.
And the manual button press so that you're manual on the paddles.
Absolutely. Yep.
What does the arrow button do?
Aero button is your rear air brake. So
Okay.
you can make that sit up part of the way. It won't go as harsh as like heavy braking, which will make the air brake sit up fully.
So if you're wanting to access it or anything while you're static, can you press that and it lifts the
with the
spoiler
engine
up?
running, it takes the pressure from the. Totally escaped me, my brain. Car needs to be running to use
So
the
if the
pressure.
car's running,
Yeah.
okay. The car's
So
running.
then that will make the air brake sit up. Now, be aware of two things. It will change your downforce to the rear, so you get more downforce to the rear, which is a good thing if you're driving the car hard. If you're tootling down the motorway at sort of 75 miles an hour or less, because the speed limit is 70.
Indicated 75, that is only 70.
Yes. And you've got that up. You are changing you are basically creating drag. So you're going to be affecting your fuel performance.
Okay. Understood.
Aero system. Foot's not on the brake, is it? If you keep your foot off the brake,
Ignition on. This is where I should pull the camera around. Oh. Alright, it's booting up. This again is probably one. Oh, let's turn the radio off. What's the quick button to mute? There we go. Yeah, that's better.
So this is your home button.
Yeah.
Wherever you are, in any settings, press that and you'll come to the home screen. We are, the icons here, so we have phone, media, nav, contacts, radio and settings.
Yep.
Your contacts will be in your phone, so when we go into phone you'll see that we can access the contacts through that way. We go into phone.
I should get my phone out.
If you've got your phone, that'd be great.
I will.
Should I go back to settings first? And, oh,
Yeah.
we're going to go into Bluetooth and make sure Discoverable is on. Now,
This
if
is
you
where
could...
I get my Xperia. Bluetooth it up. Well, I have to work it out. Bluetooth.
Passcode being 196.
Find search for devices. It's presumably that one. McLaren MP4 12C, we like that. Enter in the pin.
196950.
Okay.
Okay, that should be doing this thing.
Connected. Cool. Perfect.
Okay, so do you want to sync the contacts?
Can do. Lots of them. It's going to take a while.
Yeah. So we can do the other things while it does that.
Alright, great.
Okay, so while that syncs the contacts, press the home screen. We'll go back to media. Now media is
iPod will
whatever's
come up, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Whatever's hooked up through there will display on there, and then you can toggle through that way. Navigation. So you can do language or
Okay.
straight in.
Well, we won't set this now. We won't reveal my postcode to the entire world.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I'll show you how to.
Yeah.
So zoom screen. The zoom is just on the screen.
Yeah.
Toggling through that way. You can grab it to the menu button. Gives you all your different things. So
Yeah.
go to
New
new
destination.
destination. You go new destination. Go
My
into
postcode.
by postcode.
How
Search
detailed can you be
up
with the postcode? Is it full 7 characters?
Yeah, it is full set.
Okay, good.
Not going to lie to you, it will miss some. It will get you near on some.
Yeah,
it
so you should always enter the
it
house
should
number
find
if
them
you've
all,
got it.
but you want
Yeah.
radio, as we noticed
Radio.
before.
Yeah.
Presets in here.
Yep.
Meridian takes you through to your
Sound settings, bass
sound
is on
settings.
10.
Somebody likes the bass.
I'll probably have the bass up, that's alright.
Yeah,
Just
okay.
leave it
So
there.
again, but you got Meridian Pure, Meridian Expanded, Meridian Extreme.
I will spend plenty of time playing with that, believe me.
Settings,
Bluetooth volume, back to Meridian language.
Bluetooth.
Yeah,
and
this
all
is all
that.
self-explanatory, so that's all fine.
Mute button is here.
Please switch off ignition.
Back button is
Been
there.
on too
It
long.
times out after a while.
Yeah. Alright.
And back
I think
button's
that's all pretty self-explanatory. So, is there anything else inside to learn about?
We're done.
We're done inside?
We've done movement of the seats.
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, I've had a play with that already. The controls down
Feel
there.
happy with that.
So we've got the lumbar support, heated seats, electric memory functions.
The heated seats side of things is here.
Yeah.
So you press once, you get warm. Press again, you get hot, and then press again to turn off.
Okay.
To select memory function, press and hold M down.
To save it.
Hit the number 1.
Yeah.
Or number 2, number 3.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. And then, yeah, okay. This is all very self-explanatory. Let's see if I can show on the camera the controls. It's probably way too dark down here, but there are more controls down here. Alright. So we have we've been through the interior.
We have.
Let's hop back out.
Happy with everything?
Yep. Cool. See with the wings up. I'm learning a technique for the door shut.
Yeah, absolutely.
And to lock it, if you've got the key in your pocket.
To lock it, you can actually lock it without using the key.
Yeah.
There is a swipe here. So if we,
Okay, and then the power goes.
yeah, and that goes from back to front.
Yeah, so you slide out to lock.
Absolutely.
Unlock, you just unlock.
Absolutely.
So as you're walking up to the
Or,
key.
yeah.
Okay. No example. Great.
And like I said, everything can also be on the key.
That's easy enough. Cool.
Other than that, it's time to enjoy the car.
That's exciting. Looking forward to that then. Thanks for watching. You know as much as I do about this car now. I can't wait to get out and drive it a bit more, but first up I'm taking it straight over to Dub Customs where we're going to wrap it in 3M's bright blue metallic vinyl. I cannot wait to see how it's going to look, back to the old school Shmee blue colour. But that's it for now. Make sure you subscribe for all of the adventures this year, and believe me, there are going to be a lot of good ones. But I'll catch up with you again soon. Cheers! This is the new Shmee-mobile. This is my McLaren 12C Coupe.